Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Fully Immersed. This is a themed entertainment podcast. I am your host, Lane Calder, joined once again by my good friends, Spencer Bennett.
Ahoy! The Seattle Seahawks are 10-3, so life is good.
And the big cheese himself, Tobias Lerman-Matante.
Hi, the Chargers are somehow 9-4, and Justin Herbert is still breathing. Don't know how.
That's true.
He is still alive. We beat the Eagles with the man with a broken arm and bleeding at the end of it.
Did you see the post-game interview where he looked like he wanted to die?
Dude, I as a Chargers fan am like, he is an amazing, the fact that we are here is a testament to the fact that this man is like, he's playing with no offensive line. He just exists. and he's just so used to getting hit at this point. I'm like, for the love of God, protect him.
He's
Please,
just running for his life every play.
Dude, I mean, he's not a runner. He's become a running back at this point because he has 3 seconds to make a play or he gets hit. So it's so funny.
So bad.
And also, hey, Philip Rivers.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Let's go,
Dude,
Phil. Let's go, Phil.
Out.
Dude, if the Colts win it all and he somehow gets his ring, I won't even be mad. I would be like, you know what, Phil?
He's going to get crippled by Leonard Williams on live television on Sunday. It's going to be so bad.
Yeah, his grandkids are going to lose their grandpa now.
He's going to literally explode on the field.
What had to happen, dude? Go get fucking what's his name? The FSU QB who's does reporting half the time at this point.
Call Brady. Rivers is almost 50.
Yeah, bro. Let the man rest. He's like, I guess. Look, when you have 10 kids, man, I guess it gets expensive. So he's not going to say no to that.
All
but
the memes are hilarious. Bro couldn't take one more day of his kids. He'd rather die on the field.
God. I'm excited because my 49ers finally got their off week. So
yeah, it's true.
What, week 14
Yo,
or something that we're at?
What is the NFC is a bloodbath and the AFC is a train wreck. It's hilarious.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Playoff standing did move up for us with we were automatically going to move up with either the Bears or the Packers winning. So that helped. But it's interesting to see all three of our teams doing well. Usually one or two of us are doing well, and the other one.
Yeah, and the Chargers suck.
Yeah, so this will be fun. We'll see how this goes.
It'll be.
Hey, you know what? It's okay. The NFC North still exists, and somehow one of those teams, one of those shit stains, is going to be in the playoffs. Which
you're talking about the South, not the North. The North is good.
Yeah, the North is
the
good,
AFC,
bro.
the AFC North.
Oh,
not the NFC North.
Okay.
No, my guy. I'm talking about the 7-6 Steelers being
I was brother,
number...
the Bears, Lions, and Packers are all really good.
No. I'm talking about the fact that the Ravens at 6-7 could still be in the postseason somehow.
Oh yeah,
so,
Vikings would be up there too if they have everything you could want in a team, such a well-rounded.
Except
squad.
Sammy D.
Except for one fucking guy.
Except for my refreshing glass of orange Sammy D in the morning.
Have you guys
Let's
seen
go,
that interview
Sammy
with
Darnold.
Have you seen that interview with McCarthy where he's like, yeah, 9 did good today?
Dude, the memes about McCarthy are out of control.
Yeah, he talks about himself in the third person. It's so wild.
Have you seen that picture of him where he's in the locker room? It's what's wrong with this person?
He's crazy.
The quarterback for the Vikings has mental problems. What is happening?
This is what happens when the Chiefs dynasty ends, guys. It's we're finally, it's over. And what do we get?
Yeah.
Philip Rivers is back in the NFL, and
insanity.
The NFC is a bloodbath, and the AFC is broken with the Patriots right now. Somehow 11-2.
That's so insane.
This isn't
we
a
didn't
sports
know we
podcast.
had.
We got to get back on track.
Yeah, this is.
We should have thanked KC, but we didn't know we had. We didn't know they were keeping order in football, and now here we are.
That it was going to be absolute gulag madness, chaos.
Okay. Anyway, we're done.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, one mere day after our last episode went live, some major news shocked the entire entertainment industry. And I shouldn't say shocked. We kind of knew that. Anyway, we'll get into it. But Netflix, as you have likely heard at this point, if you've been on planet Earth, has agreed to buy Warner Brothers Discovery in a $72 billion deal.
That's so
This,
many billions.
to specify, called Deja Vu, maybe this sounds familiar to you. They are offering to buy the entertainment sector of Warner Brothers. So they will not own CNN. They will not own the cable channels like True TV, etc.
It's like Disney Fox, right?
Yeah, they will not. That was the illusion. Good job, bro.
It took me. I wanted to make sure.
Yeah,
I hope you're
familiar. You got it. No, they will, and so that everybody's aware, I worked at Fox Sports briefly, and after I graduated college, and that was a very weird time to be employed with Fox Entertainment because the deal was fresh, like ink was still drying on the deal at that time. It was COVID, and everybody was still kind of getting adjusted to it, essentially being two different conglomerates, but still somewhat intertwined. And it was essentially, Fox Sports and Fox News. Ooh. And,
the boogeyman.
And entertainment was kind of, was under Disney now. And so that's its own thing, but we still share a lot with them and we still see all of them at the studio. They're still sort of our coworkers. So like it was a very weird time to be there. So I definitely feel like I have a better understanding than a lot of people of how this is likely going to start feeling for some of the people currently at Warner Brothers. Especially if you're like, grunt level like I was. But it is, Warner Brothers is essentially Netflix is trying to acquire the entertainment portion of Warner Brothers. So not CNN, not any of those other cable channels, etc. All of those will become their own Discovery brand is the plan. They will operate independently. Then Warner Brothers, the studio, the IPs, all of those will become Netflix. So, obviously a major shakeup. We're three guys that went to film school, so we can tell you our opinions on how this will affect the film industry. No matter what your viewpoint might be, the baseline is this is going to massively shake up the way that this industry works.
For sure.
And how people consume their media, etc. That is obviously not fully what the podcast is about. Our podcast is about themed entertainment. But this deal has possibly some earth-shattering implications with the things that we work on as well. And so we're going to kind of dive into that. One thing that did happen recently that I guess we should bring up specified is that this deal is obviously, not done. It's being reviewed, et cetera. It's going to take months. Like this is a months-long process, if not over a year.
I think they said it would like actually go through like in November of next year or something crazy.
So it's a very long process. Now, the reason that I said initially that this is not perhaps shocking is because we've known for a while now that Warner Brothers Discovery was not closed off to hearing offers, we've known that for a while. We've known for a while that Netflix was likely one of the interested players.
Wait, are they even still Warner Brothers Discovery? I thought they fully sold off the Discovery part where they separated completely.
I don't know. I mean, they still have the journalism side of it. So I don't know exactly where that separation is, to be honest with you, but I was under the impression that some of it is still connected.
I don't know anymore.
Let's see.
Now, as of, I think it was yesterday, the day before, possibly a day later when you're listening to this. So Paramount also, who essentially lost their bid to Netflix, is launching a hostile takeover bid for the entire cake. They want the whole thing. They don't just want, like Netflix, they don't just want the entertainment portion. They want all of it. They want CNN, etc. So they're offering, I want to say it was like it's $30 per share. I want to say it was like $103 billion or something.
Yeah, it's
all
insane.
cash though. What Netflix, it wasn't like that. They're like, we'll take the whole enchilada and we'll take it now. Yeah. Also, it is still WB Discovery confirmed.
Oh, it is? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So this is from NBC News. I believe this was updated December 8th. So we're recording this on the 10th. So Paramount is launching a hostile bid to acquire Warner Brothers Discovery after it lost to Netflix in a high-stakes bidding war, the company announced Monday, setting the stage for a corporate drama worthy of Succession.
Oh.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Pretty good opening there, NBC. Anyway, in a federal securities filing, Paramount said the hostile bid will be backed in part by funds from Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and the United Arab Emirates, as well as Affinity Partners, an investment firm founded by Jared Kushner, President Donald Trump's son-in-law. So, a lot of interesting players on the Paramount side of it. Again, they want the whole enchilada. Netflix would not take over the Warner-owned cable channels like CNN, TNT, etc.
Right.
So, however this shakes out, it's going to be really interesting. I think that if you're going to ask my opinion, I would say that it's probably going to go to Netflix.
God, I hope.
Is already on the table, has already seemingly been accepted, but
I think
many things could happen between now and when that ink finally settles. So it's hard to say.
I think Trump is going to try to pull something with the gov to stop it. I mean, I think it's going to be hilarious. I would not be surprised if he tries to pull some antitrust or anti-whatever law, which would be, again, hilarious coming from that administration. But he clearly wants the Ellisons to take it over because he wants CNN, especially with who's involved. I think it might just get killed or be stalled it might not go through until he's out of office, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, he's going to try to find a way to kill it as much as he possibly can until Netflix has no choice but to back out.
He's so financially motivated, though. Like, to be as blunt as possible, it's whoever bribes him, right? Like that, whoever bribes him the most, he'll approve. Like, I don't think he's.
And it's Kushner. It's Kushner and fucking.
Right.
It's Kushner and the Saudis on the Paramount and the Ellisons on the Paramount side. So like,
but
those are his
Sarandos
guys.
is like a snake charmer too. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's like whispering in his ear. Because in this scenario, he's the hero, I guess. But like all of these people suck.
Oh, dude, I didn't want. So I was so pissed about Netflix, and then I saw the Paramount thing, and I was like, never mind. I guess
never mind. They're not that bad.
I guess I'll be watching IMAX movies on my phone from now on. That sounds great.
Well, that is one thing that I think you're going to see to start to steer into theme entertainment before we get to the bigger stuff. Is this has been happening for a while. Movie theaters have been pivoting to almost being attractions. You have like the D-Box at Dolby and AMC theaters that literally shake and move around like a theme park simulator. You've got the like Prime with the crazy big seats and the sound. Obviously, IMAX has been around for a long time.
The Alamos with the full dinner experience and bar. Yeah,
you're gonna see Netflix sponsored
build their own
theaters, which are
Netflix theaters.
Borderline going to be attractions, similar to how like you're gonna have photo ops, like how their Netflix house is now, which we'll talk about in a little bit, I think. But I think that in terms of like the shakeup of movie theaters, that the obvious people are like, oh, movie theaters are going away. I was like, I don't know if they're going away necessarily, as they're going to become like Disney Quests back in the day, like immersive movie theater experiences.
They're going to become, at least some of them are going to start becoming something else.
Yeah, like Netflix owns a theater in New York, I think, that they do premieres at.
They own one here.
Do they in LA as well?
Yeah.
The Egyptian. Egyptian is
in New York, it's like the Paris Theater or something. It's something French, but will those like become, like I said, like borderline theme park attractions, screening their shows or WB movies or whatever? Probably. Yeah. That would be my first thought. Is probably.
I think that and look, I know that a lot of people discussed Universal being interested in acquiring Warner Brothers.
That is the one that got away, but we'll get there.
and we'll get there. I mean, we saw what happened when Disney acquired Fox. Fox at the time was the primary owner of Hulu. Now you had Hulu and Disney Plus for a while over the last 5 years or whatever.
Yeah.
Essentially, Hulu is now just a button in Disney Plus.
I think it's officially going away as an app.
It's dead.
It's
dead. They're
killing
Hulu.
They're officially killing it. It'll just be a button in Disney Plus, from what we've heard, and so it's kind of HBO is now a button in Netflix, or HBO was going to be a button in Peacock, but it was probably going to be one of them, you know?
Yeah.
So it, like, from that standpoint, as a mere media consumption thing, when you're streaming, whatever. But I think where the real intriguing thing for me lies, one, in the fact that Netflix could really heavily benefit from the live stream broadcast technology that Warner has, because holy fuck, that is something Netflix has never been able to figure out.
No, their live streams
every
are
live
awful.
event that they do, you know, crashes all their servers. Like, it is, you know, I mean, you've seen it. Like, any live event they do is choppy. It doesn't go well, and
Was it the Tyson Jake Paul fight that I watched where it was just a disaster?
That was a nightmare.
Yeah.
It was a nightmare, and they've just never been able to figure out. And so maybe that's something that, you know, with having Warner under their belt, they can get a bit more traction on things like that, or viewer experience, things like that. Again, no matter how you look at this, if you're a fan of it or if you're not, it's going to change things pretty massively from an entertainment standpoint.
I just don't
sure.
like the fact that we might have a monopoly on essentially Netflix and Warner Brother movies only being shown in Netflix-owned theaters.
That's what I was saying. Like, I think they're going to intersect with themed entertainment because theaters have already been moving there. But you're going to have it even crank to a bigger degree because Netflix is trying to get into an immersive stuff now with Netflix House. Before they would license it out to you know, Imagine and other companies, and that was like this touring Stranger Things experience was that, and you had the they did something
the
else.
Stranger Things drive-through experience. It was like in a tunnel in LA.
Bridgerton.
Bridgerton, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah. So they've already been doing this, but now it gets even bigger in house, right? They have like legacy IP, right? They just effectively are buying Looney Tunes and DC Comics, right? Yeah. And so,
well, are they?
Are they? Because the next story, Lane, if you want to just go into that, but I don't know where you want to take it next, but that's part of this.
Yeah, so I think that for me, I'm really interested on how this might change the way that Netflix is currently doing their experiential stuff, because like you said, they've had Netflix House, which I guess has some sort of attraction or audience to it. It's essentially, like we've said, you know, Museum of Ice Cream thing. It's you know, photo ops. It's photo ops.
Right.
And that's kind of the most that they've dipped their toes in to this world in-house. Maybe that's going to change with a lot more IP under their belts.
Sure.
That remains to be seen. I compare their current experiential, you know, portfolio a lot to the same as their games portfolio, like the Netflix video games effort, which frankly is confusing as shit.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't make sense, and nobody really seems to understand it, but they're doing.
I did play Trivia Crack on Netflix once, though. Is that part of this?
Okay,
I did do that.
But you know, they're trying to put full-on AAA games on Netflix.
Oh, that's crazy.
Now we're doing sort of a software as a service thing, which is, you know, most of their business model. But at the same time, you've got Xbox now in the corner realizing that they've lost the console war.
Basically giving up, right? They got rid of Game Pass.
They're just increasing the price of it.
Oh, okay.
But they, you know, Xbox, let's go to Xbox real quick. They have this whole new marketing strategy of this is an Xbox. Your TV is an Xbox. Your computer's an Xbox. Your phone is an Xbox. Because now we're just going to stream this off of a server farm somewhere.
Right.
And now we don't have to get past the hardware portion of it, because they know, and there's the head of Xbox for Microsoft, I forget his name, but he's literally admitted in interviews that people are going to stick with where their game libraries are. If you've bought a bunch of games on PlayStation, you're not going to buy an Xbox.
Yeah.
So are they pivoting to just make their games available on all consoles?
That's exactly what they're doing. Halo will be available on PlayStation next year.
That's nutty. Wow.
Yeah.
Are they stop making Xbox? There's not going to be another one?
We don't know. They're just increasing the price of it all the time. But they are pivoting their entire business model.
Yeah.
And that's sort of what Netflix is trying to do as well, from my perception of it. Granted, like, I myself don't have Netflix, to be honest with you.
Really?
Not currently. I'll get it every once in a while and watch what I want to watch and then get off of it.
I watched the new Stranger Things.
I haven't. I don't
No.
care about Stranger Things, man.
It's good. It's okay.
Dude,
But-
I have so much beef with that franchise.
Yeah.
Sure.
So we have, they're sort of, in my opinion, kind of half-baked trying to do what Xbox is currently doing in the game side of it. Meanwhile, they're now going to own Warner Brothers Games.
That's a
You
big
think
deal.
about that, Spencer?
Yeah, that's a big deal.
They're going to own Warner Brothers Games a la Hogwarts Legacy,
the Batman Arkham series,
Batman Arkham series, all of that good stuff. Meanwhile, Netflix co-CEO Gregory Peters told investors that when it came to Warner's gaming division, it didn't even factor into the $83 billion deal. Like they didn't, it was apparently considered to add what he said in quotes was they're relatively minor compared to the grand scheme of things. So they didn't even really factor in some of that possible revenue or investment into the overall deal, which that's at 83. I thought it was 74, whatever. 70, 80 million, billion dollar deal.
Mm-hmm.
So there's some portions of that too where it's like, is Warner Brothers Games just going to die? Or are they going to do something with that? I doubt that they're going to do nothing with it.
Right.
But, we've seen a lot of success. Hogwarts Legacy sold like crazy. So I doubt that they would just abandon that whole arm of the business. But again, it's like, it's kind of interesting to hear that they didn't factor much of their offer into that when they're currently seemingly trying to expand this games section of their business. But
yeah, right.
that
How much
being its
does
own thing,
WB actually even value that though? Like
I have no
Hogwarts
idea.
Legacy is on sale for like $10 all the time.
Yeah. Well,
Which is
it's over a
interesting.
year old now.
Yeah, I guess I'm just used to Nintendo just never going on sale.
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
So
yeah,
it's jarring
Nintendo's
to
just
me.
greedy as fuck.
Yeah.
Nintendo's like,
Uh,
here's a console weaker than your phone. It's $500. Fuck you.
Listen.
Dude. Hey, here's
I love
Mario
'em.
Kart, $100.
I love them. I'll do it.
So,
I love 'em.
To me, it felt interesting to hear that from one of the CEOs of Netflix when you're like, wait, aren't you trying to turn around and make this new games portion of your business successful? But that didn't really those IPs didn't really, and those pre-existing series didn't really impact that decision very much. I feel the same way kind of about the experiential stuff. It's like, there's a lot of opportunity there because of all of Warner Brothers IP, but at the same time, I feel like Netflix could probably put, in my opinion, more effort into their experiential side, like Netflix House.
Yeah.
So it remains to be seen, in my opinion, but it would be weird if they didn't do much with all of that new IP that they would have under their belts.
Yeah, you know what's interesting and something I hadn't thought about? Netflix really likes haunted houses. They've licensed
Yes.
Stranger Things out to
Yes.
Halloween Horror Nights, 4 times? And then they went to
Yeah.
Six Flags
Six
last
Flags,
year, or the year
yeah.
before.
They did.
I would say it's more than likely they would try and do some kind of haunted experience at these Netflix houses with, they just inherited the Conjuring universe if
Yep.
this deal goes through, and all this other horror, horror legacy, projects from WB. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't be shocked if they try to get into that more, because they clearly are interested in that aspect of it.
Yeah. No,
So what
I mean,
what happens to the licenses that exist then? What's going to happen to Potter?
so
Well, I
Warner
think they're
Brothers
interested in working with Universal still.
I think they are. And this
Yeah.
is why I believe it was right after that news dropped, like a day later.
It was really quick.
Like it was real quick. Day later, I want to say that news dropped last Friday, right? Like Friday morning they announced that. I want to say it was Monday, if not over the weekend, that it was announced. This is from KTLA, but I know, Spencer, you got it from somewhere else as well. But Warner Brothers Discovery considers licensing DC Heroes to Universal Studios and other theme parks, but primarily Universal Studios is the one that they're in conversations with. Universal Studios, as we know, has had a very interesting relationship with superheroes, being they have some in Orlando and not really in LA because of the whole Disney acquiring, Marvel and all of that. And the whole weird scenario you can get into with the legality of them having them still in Orlando and why that place is out of the 90s because they can't do much to it.
Right.
That is Superhero Landing, right?
Superhero Island.
Superhero Island, too.
Aha. Seuss's Landing.
The goat, Zeus Landing.
The goat. So maybe this is them looking at possibly switching those out for DC Heroes or future expansions at their current theme parks that aren't related to just rewrapping stuff. Who knows?
Do you know that the island, I don't know if you don't know this, I bet Toby does. The original concept art for Islands of Adventure was DC, and they couldn't get
really?
it, and then they pivoted to Marvel.
That's
so Spider-Man was supposed to be Batman.
Yeah.
There was going to be basically the same idea with DC Heroes. So
interesting.
If this goes through, do I think that's what's going to happen? No. I wouldn't be surprised if they basically just remake the whole area. I doubt they just slap out, take off and slap on logos. Like, that's not going to happen.
No.
But then they don't want to touch Spider-Man, right? Like, that's such a... And if there's nothing written into the contracts where they can't coexist, maybe not in the same park, but if, they put a Metropolis in Epic Universe or a Hall of Justice or something...
Damn.
I don't know. It depends what the legalese says, but
like,
they've been interested.
How does this affect the deal with Netflix? Because this is Warner pre-Netflix sale.
Well, I assume Netflix has to be okay with it, and or the one pushing that idea is they want more revenue from it.
They wouldn't pursue that because essentially, like with the acquisition currently being in process, right? There's an agreement on what you can and can't do as a business while you're being acquired, or else everything fails. So I highly doubt that they would be in talks like this if Netflix was not okay with it, like Spencer said. Now, obviously, currently, DC is licensed out to Six Flags, and that's where you can find all your DC hero related stuff. It's unclear if that would be changing, and then Six Flags would have to redo all of their stuff. I would be surprised if multiple theme park brands had the IP access. It would be think about how major of an upheaval that would be in Six Flags. Like,
okay, but if they open this up, right, and the terms for their Six Flags or their DC and Six Flags is, up in the near future, and that's why we're hearing about this.
Right.
Six Flags is not going to outbid Universal for it. Like, that's not going to happen.
No.
They don't even make enough money to justify using it. Like, Six Flags, since Salim has taken over, has been all about cutting and cutting and cutting. Now with the merger with Cedar Fair, now there's kind of a different situation. But before that, last couple years, I would be floored if they weren't just like, fine, we'll just take the logo off. Like, it's not like there's a major upheaval in like themed lands or anything they would need to do. It's just queue theming that they would change.
Battle for Metropolis is gone.
That's the one thing, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So
but I don't know, because Six Flags is fighting hard to like redo the brand.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, they are. They're really pushing to be better for sure.
It's all like,
so
what's happening.
I don't know
what.
No, I just don't know what that means. I just don't know what that means. If that maybe it's part of the process. Maybe it's like, hey, you know what? We have to do a rebrand, and that means losing DC and Looney, because Looney Tunes also. How long has Looney Tunes been married to the Six Flags brand?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Forever.
It would their whole it's a flash pass. That's like their whole thing is like their whole process.
Make it the Speedy Gonzalez pass. That'll go over well.
No, but I mean, like think about the revenue that they're both making from those parks, right? Because I mean, the thing you have to keep in mind is you are making revenue all across the country, and I mean, how many kids when we were there, Spencer, did we see in like Batman capes or
for sure.
Superman capes?
Yeah.
So like I don't know. I mean, again, I don't think they have the capital to do anything if Warner Brothers decides to pull that license. I don't know what the current terms are. Or
right.
How long because also like if it's a 10-year, if they have another 10 years on the contract, well, they're not going to cancel the contract out unless it's like, oh, by the way, pay them off, and then maybe they're like, that's the strategy. It's like, all right, well, pay us off, use that to reinvigorate the brand. I don't know. Maybe they're playing 4D chess and we don't know it yet.
Do you remember in the 2000s? Sorry to cut you off, Lane. How every science center and museum and in Vegas, they all had the SpongeBob 4D.
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be exclusive. Both properties can technically have a sub-license of it.
It's rare to see on that.
It'd be weird
level.
for Universal to do that.
Or maybe it'll be like Magic Mountain can't have DC if they're going to bring it to Hollywood. But if it's like if it's like Chicago or whatever, a park where maybe Texas can't have it.
Universal has no interest in the market.
Yeah, if it's a market where like it's a regional park in that market. I mean, if I'm Warner Brothers or I'm Netflix and I'm like, well, I'm still making revenue from that, I'll just make it like kind of like Disney has it,
right?
Like Marvel.
Or they sign a deal that's Orlando specific, the inverse of the Marvel agreement, where because there's no Six Flags anywhere near Orlando.
No.
So they could say the Universal gets the exclusivity just in Universal Orlando. So there's no DC presence in Hollywood, but then you get, Toby, I was thinking, what if they built OA at like Epic Universe? But that would be so insane if they did the Green Lantern planet. I keep wanting to say that.
That'd be fucking sick. I mean,
it would not make any money, but it'd be awesome.
Dude, you don't even have to rebrand the Hulk. Just keep it green.
True.
It's Green Lantern First Flight. It's welcome back Green Lantern First Flight. Died in 2012, reborn in 2030, whatever.
But I don't know, that honestly might be my what I would put my money on is an Orlando specific license or American South specific license.
Because there's a lot of Six Flags parks in the South. Because don't forget Cedar Fair also.
That's true. But Cedar Fair doesn't have anything in Orlando either. It's just Busch and
Cedar Fair doesn't actually have any DC. Cedar Fair branded parks do not have any DC licensing. Yeah, which is interesting. I mean, they've been able to now keep both the Peanuts and the Looney Tunes license.
They just haven't
because the brands are still separate. It's really interesting.
If you don't think there's a million pieces of red tape that they cannot appear together, you're kidding yourself. Like, there's so much fine print that Charlie Brown cannot hang out with Bugs Bunny in those parks. There's no chance.
I don't think Looney Tunes is going to go anywhere.
No.
I think that's gonna still be Six Flags. I think Six Flags will for sure keep Looney Tunes. I just don't know about DC. It won't be a crazy upheaval, but every Six Flags park has a DC, like a Gotham. Every Six Flags park. So it's not so much the attractions in terms of revenue that I think they will be fighting over. It's more so the merch sales.
Yeah, merchandise, they make a lot of money.
The merchandise sales are crazy. So I could see that. I don't know. Hollywood is such a weird place as a theme park that I don't think it'll be an issue for years to come, because Hollywood is still to this day trying to figure out its identity as a theme park. So I don't think that. But I mean, for Epic, why not? Epic,
well,
or
what
Islands,
else too?
Or Universal Studios Florida.
Overseas, dude. Universal.
But they have
Japan.
their own parks. They have their own parks overseas.
Who does?
Warner Brothers.
They do.
They have Abu Dhabi and they have
World, right?
In Australia. I don't know that they own the one in Germany anymore.
And Madrid.
Madrid, yeah. So I don't. Asia though, Universal Japan could definitely have DC. Universal Beijing could definitely have DC.
I mean, Universal China has the one in China has Hogwarts, right?
Beijing actually, I don't think does. I think Japan only has it.
One of them has Singapore. One of them has Sesame Street, which is a weird sub-license because technically Sesame Street is owned by the SeaWorld group.
It might be Singapore. Singapore is a weird one. Is it Singapore or Shanghai? In Singapore. Singapore has it's really weird because I don't even think that's completely owned. I think it's like a license.
No, it's like OLC and Disney. It's like a licensing thing.
Oh, or we're forgetting the fucking Behemoth, the just announced Behemoth in the room. UK. Yeah. There's a whole new theme park being built that could feature DC.
That's true.
DC land. It might actually be that. They might just make it like a overseas thing.
It's
Japan. I don't think Six Flags.
Hogwarts is in Japan.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Beijing doesn't have it, so I think it might be an overseas thing.
Yeah. If they say they do overseas in Orlando, I don't know. I think that they would want it for Orlando. Orlando is their everything right now. I think that there's no deal they do without involving the Orlando resort.
No, I mean, it's interesting too because, like we've touched on, Warner Brothers has already licensed out one of its major properties in Harry Potter to Universal.
half the resort parks are built around that IP at this point.
Oh yeah, they have a great relationship with Netflix too. Like I said, Stranger Things and HHN has been a long-standing partnership.
Yeah. So I mean, if you're thinking about licensing out more of your properties, what's your other major property? It's DC.
Yeah.
And if you're sitting there as even if just a random consumer like us looking at what Six Flags has done with DC versus what Universal has done with Harry Potter,
oh my God,
I'm probably looking towards Universal.
And even in the case of like, this is irrelevant, but it's not, like how little Marvel or Disney has done with Marvel. If you build a really incredible comic book world come to life in a theme park, like that really is something that hasn't existed yet.
Yeah.
Like obviously Cosmic Rewind was a big success, but like the Avengers branded lands, critically kind of hit with a thud. It felt like at the time, and now like who talks about that anymore? I don't know. I don't see any conversation about it besides like kind of giggling at web slingers. So I don't know. Like if you could successfully pull off, a Gotham as Tobias hit, or a Metropolis or something really comic booky, but not like over the top like Superhero Island, but like lived in, the Warner Brothers Park in Abu Dhabi, their Batman Night Flight coaster is extremely popular for an Abu Dhabi theme park. I mean, it's not busy, but like that ride looks really cool. But like Universal would do something insane with Batman.
Yeah. I think you're also, if you're looking at like the big picture of this, in my opinion, Netflix is firmly angling itself to be in the conversation with Universal and Disney.
Are they?
As a brand, you mean, in general?
I think that's probably the end game. Is maybe not their own theme parks. They're going to license that out and feel the profit of it, but they want all corners of the entertainment realm with that idea.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I agree.
And if they can't figure it out themselves with their Netflix house stuff and their, game segment and all of that, they're just going to fucking buy it.
Yeah. And that I agree with. They are trying to be the other media conglomerate because you can't Paramount without Netflix is nothing.
As a massive multi-billion-dollar business, you can't sit there and watch Universal and Disney make all of this money off of their IPs in a theme park and say, God, we should just buy some of these IPs and then we could do the same thing.
Right.
I mean, it's also like, look at the revenue that the theme parks are making for both studios.
Yeah.
They are making more than movies. Like that is, for Disney, that kept them afloat.
During the pandemic. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Like that is a cash cow. Like they are their own identity in terms of branding at this point.
100%.
For sure. And like, Amazon bought MGM thinking they were making some big play, and then now like what IP do they have besides Bond? And even that Bond has kind of gone cold right now.
Basically just Bond.
Yeah, like what else does MGM offer? Like John Wick? Okay, it's not making enough money. That's Lionsgate. Are they the same thing? I don't even know.
No, it's not. Lionsgate is still independently owned.
Yeah, which is also like not a player in this giant conglomerate. So I didn't agree with you at first, Lane, but then you explained what you meant, and I was like, oh, I see what you're saying. I agree. Yeah, they want to be the household big one.
MGM also has Rocky and Pink Panther and Stargate.
Dude,
Stargate, let's go.
Right there.
Actually, they do have RoboCop, which would be kind of fucking sick.
You know what would? Never mind. That's irrelevant. I was gonna say Paramount has Star Trek. Could somehow Star Trek end up in Universal? But no.
It did already. What do you mean? It already has.
In the fan fest, but I mean like with an actual ride.
No, I mean,
no. I don't want that.
I mean, it's curious though, because at a certain point, if you're Netflix, do you just want to jump into the theme park game? That was my question.
I mean, they jumped into the experiential marketing side of it with Netflix House.
But that's not the same thing as like a theme park that is generating like billions of dollars a year.
It's not like they've jumped into any of that with thunderous applause.
Yeah. There you go. Do they want to though, or do they want to just
loves when I reference
the
prequels.
The
Chancellor.
Yeah, I do. I love a prequels reference. Yeah, no, I mean, look how much money WB has made off Potter with Universal. Like all of that merchandise is co-branded with WB. They're making a fortune off of that. They couldn't be happier. They had none of their parks overseas have Potter. They don't care.
Japan does.
I think
Warner Brothers? I'm talking about Warner Brothers.
Oh, Universal. Sorry.
Yeah. Warner Brothers. Like, And that's the thing, is that Netflix, they dip their toe in a little bit. Maybe we want to do this. I don't maybe we don't want to execute this ourselves. Let's just buy the people that are already licensing this
You know
shit
what?
out,
My other thing is, like, does Netflix own an IP that has the staying power of any of the Universal or Disney ones? Like, I don't think
Stranger
even.
Things is it.
Yeah, but wait till let's see in 10 years if it's
Well,
still
let's
going
see
to
if
have that
they
staying
don't
power.
stick the landing. Yeah, I mean, look what happened to
Yeah.
Game of Thrones. That IP became poison until House of the Dragon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know if it's going to have, like, it's like.
But even
I mean,
if it does stick the landing, it's like, to me, I don't know.
It's extremely popular, though. Think about how crazy HHN was every time Stranger Things was there.
You think
Yeah,
20
but
years from now
so
people
was
will look back on
Terrifier.
Stranger Things like it was The Sopranos or some shit?
No,
Yeah.
but Stranger Things is more profitable than The Sopranos. I'm not talking about quality. I'm talking
fair.
about like pop culture
that's fair.
staying power.
But like, I still don't even know if it's gonna have the timelessness of, because it's so rooted in 80s nostalgia.
Sure.
Is that gonna work for a theme park where you have to make something that can last 10, 15 years minimum, and it's gonna take 5 years to build?
If you built a ride though with like Demogorgons or Vecna or whatever, it would be pretty cool. I mean, HHN houses were cool. But you said something that I think is interesting, and I can't remember what it is now. Damn it. I had something to say, and I got freaking distracted. Oh, well. You said it, Toby. They don't have any IP, right? That's what this is they're just buying 100 years of legacy intellectual property.
Yeah.
They're buying the IP
that they don't
you
have.
Can do this extra entertainment stuff
right.
with.
Whether they want to make a theme park, I doubt it. I think they're going to work with Universal the same way WB already has been and make a shitload of money. And I think that but they will now have a market cornered on theatrical experiences. Streaming, they already are the juggernauts in streaming. I predicted they were going to get crushed by Disney Plus. I look like an idiot.
Yeah, Disney Plus, I think, became profitable this year.
Yeah, like Disney Plus was not this huge success. I mean, it is, but it isn't. So yeah, this is what that was, right? This was buying a backlog, and now they can just. What money are they going to lose farming DC to Universal? Nothing. They're just going to rake in hundreds of billions of dollars in theme park merchandise and food and just ticket revenue for however long they want. Like Six Flags, they probably make some money, or WB does, but nowhere near the amount Universal does. Six Flags gone bankrupt like 10 fucking times. like that's an exaggeration, but it's kind of not. Like Travis Kelce just had to buy some and be like, I'm going to save them. Like they're not the cash cows that Universal parks are. That Disney parks are.
I do wonder what else comes out. I mean, the one thing I'm just thinking about right now that my eyes just lit up is I think Netflix has like a exclusive deal right now with Del Toro.
Yep.
Which would be incredible to see come to a Universal park.
Oh my God. Also, you know what I was thinking about, which we've talked in past episodes? You know who has worked on theme park attractions? James Gunn. And if he's now working closely with Netflix or Universal, if we get like
DC
a James Gunn verse DC style attraction, sign me the fuck up. If we get a Superman like comic book action ride,
maybe that's the way they will work around the Six Flags thing. Six Flags will be able to keep the comics style, the comics, and maybe like the early stuff, and then they will build everything moving forward as part of the Warner Brothers.
Same way that Universal doesn't have the Potter books. It's
exactly.
If they get the Gunverse movie, I think you're right.
Same
I
way
think that's it.
same way that Galaxy's Edge is the sequels.
Right.
Like, that's their in-house thing.
And the Avengers movies aren't the comics, it's the Avengers movies. Yeah.
Exactly. So I think what they're going to do is just make it the James Gunn universe in the Universal parks.
Yeah.
And then
the
and
DCU.
I mean, which again,
the DCU, right.
I mean, it's going to be great. It's interesting though, because I wonder how Universal will be able to tonally deal with. It's a very interesting tone that the James Gunn universe has.
Sure.
That even the PG-13 gets a little adult, so it's like it's family, but
there's a joke about a harem in Superman. Like, they kind of go for it sometimes and wackiness.
So I think Gunn is perfect. I think Gunn. I mean, and also because like both his attractions are fantastic. I mean, Cosmic Rewind is a masterpiece.
He wrote the scripts for him. I think that's been confirmed.
And Mission Breakout is also really good. So like it's interesting to see if that's a direction they take with that. Don't forget, Warner Brothers also has It. as a franchise.
That is what I was
That
going to
is-
say too. Is 1,000,000% it's coming to Halloween Horror Nights at some point, especially with how successful Welcome to Derry has been, and also is pretty good. Like I've been watching it. Like it's
I haven't watched.
I've heard
yet.
really good things.
it's actually really good. You know, it's very much the Disney Plus mini series kind of thing where it feels like it's
Yeah.
going to be a little rushed at the end, but they're like kind of unchained by the theater system, so it's
Sure.
gorier than shit.
Oh wow.
It's
Okay.
super gnarly, but I'm digging it. So yeah, good job,
Yeah,
Andy. Good work.
Yeah, good job, Andy. I think they will. I can see it coming to HHN. I wonder if this helps expand HHN's presence.
Yeah, because think about like how
Also
their
an,
Blumhouse activations. If they had like Netflix activations in HHN, like
They already
They're-
have, basically. It's the
they
funniest
have.
thing.
Yeah, but even build it out more, like the Netflix bar. Like I don't know. There's so many. What I'm saying is there's so many ways for Netflix to just make a F load of money just licensing out to whoever wants it.
Yeah.
That I don't
Which
think
is
they're going to care.
exactly why they did this.
Which yes,
You know, like it's
they're going to make it back
exactly
fairly quickly.
Man, Disney.
why.
Disney,
is like-
Disney. Oh, boy,
Here
buddy.
we go again. Yeah.
Here we go.
Like-
They're about to bring in DC. They're about to bring the James Gunn is your enemy now. Twice.
Wouldn't that be a trip if he starts just working on attractions for them?
It's so funny if you end up getting this thing with Universal, and then it's like, and Disney's like, shit. Do we have to start building adult rides? Do we have to start like?
Right. And like you get, there's so many possibilities of where this could go. I'm stoked.
Yeah. In all likelihood, I feel like, Netflix is gonna be like WB's been licensing out their IPs forever. We're gonna go that route. It's not like they're currently in the market to open their own theme park,
No.
which is exactly why Warner Brothers is having these conversations about licensing out DC, right? Because Netflix is like, I think Netflix is trying to hit the ground running with that. It's like
Yeah.
once they own it, they want to start making bank off of that. So,
Right.
it's going to be so interesting, dude. But I could see that as a possibility where, Six Flags has always been like the comic booky, like, superhero island version of DC,
Mm-hmm.
like 90s comic style in a way. Whereas
Or do
Universal
we get,
could be the other side of that, could be the movies, like we were saying.
Yeah.
do we get some money pumped into Six Flags because it's
Or
still gonna
is
be
that-
their IP?
Yeah. Or does that happen? Does
Maybe.
Netflix go all in on the Six Flags license and fun stuff? I don't know.
I mean, just on the comic side, they're like, hey, we want to start. We want to still make money off this. So
What does scare me is how slim profit margins are for the comic book industry. And I am terrified of Netflix streaming comics or something ridiculous. They've already been doing this with digital comics, which I hate.
Yeah, DC had
I'm
a
very
subscription
much-
service for
Oh
a
yeah,
long
they
time,
have.
yeah.
Yeah, I had DC Universe, and they still, Comixology. You can get every issue you want, and Marvel Unlimited or whatever. But I like physical comics. I know. Sorry, trees. I enjoy physical media. But if they just try to pivot into just like in your Netflix subscription,
I mean,
you can
does
read
Warner-
the
does
DC
Warner
comics.
Brothers- Does Warner Brothers own the comic studio?
Correct. They own the
Comics
whole
itself?
company. Yes, they own DC Comics.
So then they're gonna have the comic side of things too.
They
Ooh,
absolutely
interesting.
will. Yes. Yeah. It's
Interesting.
it's owned completely by WB. They bought it in the 90s.
Because Marvel Comics still is kind of operates on its own, right?
It's technically owned by Disney, but yeah, they've kind of left it as a subsidiary. It's different though because it's the same way that Disney runs Lucasfilm. DC is like a Warner Brothers company. When you
Right.
apply to work for DC or an internship for DC, as I have, it's on the Warner Brothers career page.
Yeah.
Like it's not a separate thing. So it's interesting. But under the Warner Brothers corporate leadership, DC Studios is technically a separate studio.
Yeah.
So they could write a
It's
contract.
James Gunn's studio. Yeah.
They could write a contract that specifically
It's
says
just his
Universal
studio.
gets the DC Studios theme park rights.
That'd be wild.
Yeah,
'Cause
I
that
think
would
you
be-
hit a nail
that-
on the head.
I mean, that would be the loophole, right? Is because they give DC Comics to Six Flags. We're not gonna fuck up our relationship with them because as simple as they keep it, we make a ton of fucking money off of it.
right.
So we're going to keep that going. You have the comics. Universal is going to have the DC Studios.
And then you're just double dipping on profit with that
absolutely
property
double
and theme
dipping.
parks.
You're
just making
No, and
you're
I
just
mean,
doubling it.
at that point, you just then you just pump a little money into Six Flags.
Put a Joker house at HHN, make a shitload of money. Like there's so many easy plug and plays for
house,
them.
Bro.
That would be cool, especially with the movie coming out. That would be sweet.
Even like a Killer Croc house, I'd be like, oh my god.
Oh yeah. I can already imagine it like on the press release being like Netflix presents the, DC Studios or DC Universe Live or some silly name they come up with it, and you have like a little Netflix logo on the attraction signs like they do with the WB stuff and Potter, like a little bit of branding like on the merchandise and stuff. Yeah.
Oh no! Every time a ride is about to start, you hear boom boom, and then the ride starts.
Oh my god. Yeah. Or like you usually get a little red little N on the side of the building.
Get a Ted Sarando statue built in Gotham City. Why not?
Yeah. I really am not personal feelings. I'm really not stoked about what it's going to do to the film industry, but selfishly I am kind of interested in what it's going to do for themed entertainment. I'm like sort of excited at the prospect of DC being available for people that, to Universal specifically, but people that are willing to spend the money that IP deserves in a theme park setting. And if this results in Six Flags pumping it up, I'm happy as hell too. Like, as long as we get great DC attractions, I'm happy.
It's ridiculous that it's been this long and we haven't had.
It's a gold mine, yeah.
It's dude, I mean, the Batman attractions write themselves.
Oh my god, I didn't even think about this. The easiest thing to build in Epic Universe is Themyscira. You build a Greek God's Island.
Or
Lost Continent becomes Themyscira.
Because Themyscira.
That would be sweet.
And then you get a Wonder Woman attraction where Poseidon is.
Oh my god. We said we weren't going to do armchair engineering, and now my mind.
Quit fooling yourselves.
I want both of those things.
I mean,
I'm playing Tears of the Kingdom right now.
They need Nintendo in all three parks. We know that this is going to happen.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
Maybe it'll go to. Maybe DC will move to USF because USF needs shit desperately. We all know that.
What if Men in Black becomes the DC area? But they're not going to touch DreamWorks Land. What if the new roller coaster is like Superman or something? It's totally not.
No, it's Ghostbusters. I'm pretty sure. Or Fast and Furious.
I think it's Fast and Furious.
No,
I'm like 90%
sure
it's Fast and Furious.
Give us Ghostbusters, you cowards.
It should be Back to the Future because when it takes off and launches, you could have flames come up from the track. It would be so fucking sick.
They sort of did that with Stardust Racers.
No, not the same.
What do you mean? They put a flux capacitor on the back of the ride vehicle. There you go. Shut up. There's Back to the Future.
Yeah, shut up.
Boo. Boo.
There you go, fans. There you go. Shut up. That's what you get. I mean, look, Universal has been able to make properties that I thought were dead and gone relevant. I mean, Born Stuntacular still kicks ass.
Dude, Waterworld's one of the biggest flops of all time.
and it is one of the most successful attractions, like theme park shows of all time.
Like if you bring up Waterworld, most people don't even know it was a movie. They just think of the show.
You say Waterworld, you think of the show. It's like, yeah, Waterworld, that kicks ass. No, it was a movie. It's like, what?
It was a horrible movie with Kevin Costner. I think.
So I mean, dude, I mean,
who fucking cares?
And the thing is, like, at that point, like, because like I don't know if Avatar has the power to compete with these kind of things. So what do you do? Are we getting Badlands? Are we getting like a Predator Land? Are we gonna finally get Alien in the parks, like Disney side? Like, are they gonna have to respond? Are they just gonna be okay giving up that market? I mean, they've already done it at this point to an extent. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, that would be fascinating because they've been sort of shifting Disney Plus out of just, family entertainment. Like they have like a parental control. I mean, I watched Alien Earth on Disney Plus.
That's where I'm watching it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not only that, Badlands made a fuck ton of money.
Yeah.
And it's beloved. It's a great film. So like,
I love the animated one. I need to see it.
And so like Predator and Alien are like finding new life right now as IPs, and it would be, but like, where do you put it? Can you even fit those? one thing is Star Wars, one thing is Avatar, which are PG-13 properties at most. Can you put a rated R property in a Disney park?
Fulfill Michael Eisner's great dream of an alien ride in a Disney park.
I would lose. You know what a big alien fan I am. So I would lose my god. I mean, I'm just saying, like, at a certain point, you have this catalog. I know what your brand is, and maybe they don't want to compete. Maybe they don't need to. At this point, they haven't had to yet because, like, why bother? You still have Marvel. Yeah. You still have Avatar is successful enough, and Star Wars is never gonna die because it's freaking Star Wars.
It's totally tied to the film success though. If DC Studios legitimately overtakes Marvel, the MCU in the popular zeitgeist, which last year, I mean, way more people talked about Superman than Fantastic Four, and I liked both movies a lot, but Superman clearly had more of a punch. In terms
Fantastic
of the cultural
Four
impact.
also, it was just I guess released that Fantastic Four had the worst MCU Disney Plus release.
Well, they did not market it at all.
No, they were just like, it's on there now.
Yeah. So, like, does this become even bigger than the theme parks, and these two companies, now start, the competition gets even bigger into the, the studio side. Like, if DC Studios becomes humongous, that theme park draw would be massive.
That's fair.
And I mean, we can all say Marvel's pretty much up to now. We just said it earlier. They fumbled the bag with Disney's fumbled the bag with the Marvel parks, with the Marvel side of things.
The best Marvel attraction is in Islands of Adventure.
Yeah. Although, you could still say, I think Cosmic Rewind is incredible.
Oh, yeah, that's
right. Cosmic Rewind is a masterpiece, but it's
Haven't
so
been
disconnected.
On it. Yeah.
It's very disconnected from everything else. It's not very much a Marvel attraction. It's just like, oh, it's the Guardians. It's James Gunn.
Right.
I mean, there is a rumor that Doomsday is going to retcon everything after Endgame. So there is that potential.
There is that theory.
There's a great video essay I watched that was titled, "Is anyone actually excited for Doomsday?" And I don't. Is anyone excited? I mean, I'm gonna see it because I am a fucking loser.
Most of the characters that I care about are quote unquote not in it. So
yeah. Well, I love the Fantastic Four, but it's like I liked that movie because it felt like 60s Lee Ditko Fantastic Four.
Yes.
I'm not really 100%. That interested in seeing them in a giant CGI nightmare fighting Robert
like
Downey
Battle
Doom. Like I don't want Robert Downey Jr. Doom.
Bro,
I want Doom.
Like none of us wanted. Nobody asked for that.
Yeah, I know. No. So it's like it's one of the like. Is it gonna make?
I would have taken Adam Driver over him so hard. So
would have been so good.
I know that he's already been a mass villain for Disney. I don't give a fuck.
I don't care.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, I'm not even excited about. I could give two fucks about Avatar. I'm gonna go see it because it's a theater movie, and
I'm
not gonna see it. I hated the second one.
I've wasted like 6 hours of my life collectively.
You know how long Fire and Ashes? It's like 3.5 hours.
Fuck that pretentious bullshit.
Okay, I'm gonna hit the hottest take of all time on this podcast.
Do it.
I don't think James Cameron is that good of a director.
You know what, Spencer? Recently, I watched True Lies.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that from the 90s? With Arnold Schwarzenegger and I think Jamie Lee Curtis. It was the movie he directed between Terminator 2 and Titanic. And it is... Oh, dude, you got to watch it. The whole premise is Arnold Schwarzenegger is some CIA agent who essentially figures out that his wife is friends with this target and essentially manipulates her and gaslights her and also spends millions of dollars of government funds to lie to his wife to get to this secret enemy guy. And it has some great one-liners in it. You would love it. It's but it's unbelievable that man went on to direct Titanic.
He had his peak. He definitely. Aliens is fantastic. Aliens is great. T2 is amazing. Titanic is amazing.
I'm not saying he's bad. I just like the way people talk about him, like he's on par with like Scorsese or someone. I'm like,
he's
shit.
He's not. He's not.
He makes good blockbusters.
But, there are some Avatar diehards out there. It's crazy how many people love that franchise. And my hot take, and my girlfriend Ellie and I agreed on this, is that I think Predator Badlands is more interesting world building than Avatar is.
Oh, I probably would 100% agree. I thought everything Trachtenberg has done with Predator has been great. So yeah, I would love. I can't wait to see
for
it.
For the love of God, that's a PG-13 movie. Give us Badlands. Disney, build it. Fucking do it, man.
That'd be so cool.
I mean, especially like when you watch it and you see the tonal shift that he did and the world building that's in that film. It's like it's begging to be a theme park.
Can you imagine if they did like a backwoods like safari type expedition, but instead of like, animals, it's like alien monsters and Yatwe, whatever they're called. Yaktja. Like there's so much you could do, like an Indiana Jones style attraction through this kind of hostile alien world, like the inverse of Pandora. It's not beautiful; it's super dangerous.
Yeah. No, I mean, when you watch Badlands, you'll see it's very much it changes the tone and opens that franchise up to so much more than just being what Predator has been. It's very much a PG-13 movie, and it's not gore. I mean, there's gore, but it's the genius of it is it's robot gore,
it's green,
and alien gore, or white, so it's fine. But
it's fine.
I'm curious to see what Disney can do, and at this point, like. Are you just going to let them market? I mean, they haven't cared up to now. Universal's been having the more adult market in terms of theme parks for how long at this point?
Forever,
They don't give a shit. But at a certain point, it's like, dude, like in the next 30, 40 years, are these IPs going to hold the way that some of these other Universal ones that they currently have are going to?
Sure. And
I don't know.
This is obviously a freewheeling conversation, but it does all come back to like, this is a massive shakeup that has these kind of ramifications. This could down the line, 100%. Universal gets DC, becomes a huge success. The DC movies keep being a huge success. Netflix puts them in experiential theaters, whatever. And then
the Batman Part 2 wins Best Picture.
Yeah, of course. And it forces Disney in a competitive sense to have to do something out of the ordinary with another IP. It restarts the wars. So this could affect everything, and all this discussion we've had now, Netflix is just going to do nothing with it. It's going to stay at Six Flags, and they're just going to be like, it's fine.
Yeah. You ever think about
you just get a character meet and greet at Universal. That's it.
Yeah. Batman occasionally shows up
when the Snyderverse was alive. Like, when those movies were coming out and we were building up Justice League. The MCU movies hit so fucking hard. Like that was the era of Thor Ragnarok. Like some
Infinity
of their
War,
so their best movies came out in that time. Even like Homecoming was good. They're most of their movies in that time frame, from like Civil War through I guess Endgame were like besides like in my opinion like. Ant-Man 2 is kind of a miss a little bit in my opinion or whatever, but like besides
I love Ant-Man, but they're all misses.
So besides some here and there, like those movies hit so hard, and then like once that competition was gone, once Snyderverse was gone, like it hasn't been the same. It's been way rockier, and I don't know if that's some sort of Venn diagram or parallel connection or anything, but you can't help but notice the competition fuels you.
Oh, yeah, and if you don't think that the DC movies are going to keep getting better, I mean, do yourself a favor and read Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. That trailer comes out tomorrow.
Ellie just finished it and lost her fucking mind.
It's incredible. And if this movie sticks the landing and just follows that arc's story, the movie's going to be really fucking good.
Yeah. I mean, you've got Craig Gillespie, who's a proven director and knows how to tell female stories.
When I realized he was the one who directed I, Tonya, I was like, this movie's going to be so good.
Dude,
it's the perfect tone.
Have you all seen Cruella?
I haven't, actually.
It's really good. It's a surprising hit that was like really well done with a lot of care and makes the character really interesting. And so it's the same guy. He knows how to tell, like female stories that aren't traditional female stories, like more broken, anti-hero type characters.
Sure.
And so this is perfect for him. And
it's
then
gonna be so good.
You've got what's his name, my boy doing Clayface.
Oh, not Flanagan. It's the guy.
Yeah, Mike Flanagan.
He wrote it. Someone else is directing it, but yeah.
But you still got Mike Flanagan penning a horror Clayface movie, like.
Hey, James who Mike Flanagan has a good relationship with?
Who?
Netflix.
Exact. Listen, man.
James
the gun
Watkins is the director of
That's
Clayface.
right.
The gun don't jam And up to now, it still hasn't. Everything I've seen, even I didn't love Peacemaker season 2 that much, but I
Neither
still
did
thought
I.
it was pretty damn good.
Yeah.
I mean, dude.
Oh shit! James Watkins directed The Woman in Black.
Yeah. He also
What?
did See No Evil, the remake of the Swedish or
wild.
Danish movie. It's actually really good. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so like DC Studios, James Gunn is so good at what he does.
And he
so-
clearly likes or has an interest in theme parks. So if this is true, this reporting is true, they're having discussions. If you don't think he's interested, he's totally interested. Like 100% he's interested.
Wait till you get Del Toro. They're like, hey, you have free reign, go create something.
Go create something, or hey, want to direct Swamp
Dude,
Thing?
Frankenstein was
Yes,
so
please.
fucking good.
It was so good.
I know you didn't feel the same way, Toby, but it was so good.
I
You're
loved
wrong.
it.
You're wrong. It was so good.
What, Frankenstein?
Yeah.
I thought it was fine. I did not like it. I just didn't love it.
Oh, I loved it.
You're crazy.
And I love
great.
Del Toro. I'm a big Del Toro lover. So like Ellie loved it too. So it just wasn't for me. But I mean the man is so good at what's it called? Environmental building and atmosphere is like his bread
World
and
building,
look at the sets the man builds.
Oh yeah.
No, it's
Let
unreal.
him let him be like, hey, you have creative direction, go do a theme park land. Or you know what? This HHN is gonna be Del Toro's HHN.
Yeah.
So,
Guillermo del
have
Toro
fun.
presents Halloween Horror Nights. Go nuts.
Dude, go
Yeah.
it's like and he has that care.
Bro, could you imagine if he was like the Hitchcock of like Halloween Horror Nights? Like introducing.
They had
the
a
stories and
character a
stuff?
long
That'd be
time ago
wild.
called the Director, and
The
that
director
was the idea.
in Florida. Yeah.
Yeah, so if they did something like that
They should
with the
bring
Del
that
Toro,
back
oh,
with
it'd be
him.
so cool.
That'd be wild.
Yeah.
Dude, Del Toro is one of those people who I'm like, I have no doubt. And if they give him the option, him being the guy he is,
Just let him
all they
play
gotta
in the
do-
sandbox.
all they
yeah.
gotta do is fly him out to Florida, sit him down on Monsters Unchained, and be like, now you do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he'd do it. Yeah.
Oh, I
Do
mean,
we
he's in Death Stranding, and Sharon loves that game.
Oh,
and
that's
his,
right.
His role is mostly to just explain world shit to you.
Yeah.
And anytime he's on screen talking and explaining stuff to you, I'm just entranced. Like it's just like, and then he's like, all right, now go do this, boring mail mission where you have to carry things for 1,000,000 miles. And she enjoys that part. I don't as much, but I like.
I just, dude, let him cook.
be so
Honestly,
good.
they're like, hey, Disney, guess what? We're going to start maybe this is where we finally get outdoors, film outdoors, getting to do attractions.
We've
Maybe it
talked
starts to
about
happen.
this.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
Netflix is like, hey, man, as part of your contract, we want you to go design a theme park land for Universal for us.
And if they're not even going to go through with it, they're just going to really try to beef out their Netflix house into having, basically walk-through attractions. Why wouldn't they let Del Toro build a Frankenstein walkthrough? Why wouldn't they let Flanagan do a Midnight Mass or a Hill House something? They did Hill House. That's another Netflix collaboration with Horror Nights I didn't think about. They did all the Flanagan stuff.
Yeah.
This
Did they
is
do a
an
Midnight
existing
Mass thing?
not Midnight Mass. They did Hill
that
House.
was hard.
was like-
That's the
Midnight
best
Mass
one
is
of the three.
Yeah.
by a mile.
That's what
I
I've heard.
fucking love
I really like
Midnight
Blind
Mass.
Manor too.
I
to be
actually
honest.
hate. I know this is a super unpopular opinion. I'm not a fan of the Hill House show. Not because it's not good,
No,
but
because
because it has
book.
fuck all to do with the book.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with the book. And
Yeah, I remember you told me that in high
besides
school.
the characters are, some of their names are the same, and that's about it. Like
Yeah.
that's really the only thing. And it takes place in a place called Hill House, and that's really all that is similar. It wasn't high school. We're not that young, dude.
No,
It was
no, but
college.
I think you read the book in high school or something.
I
remember
did
you
read the
talking about
book.
it.
Yeah, I've read the
Okay.
book a couple times.
You know what I just thought
Man.
about?
Yeah.
The MonsterVerse. Godzilla,
fuck.
Kong, that version of Kong.
Is Legendary
Monarch?
I think they're
like
with Warner
Monarch
Brothers.
is them?
Yes.
Is it?
They can-
No,
they
Monarch is Apple.
Well, yeah, but there's.
But it's
I
licensed
mean,
out
but
from.
Warner Brothers TV also did Ted Lasso, didn't they?
Hold on. I thought the MonsterVerse
I'm looking it up,
was,
too.
was was
It's
Warner
Legendary.
Brothers. But does Legendary?
It's Legendary.
Warner Brothers Pictures owns it.
Oh man, so they're gonna get Legendary.
Godzilla
Legendary.
either in a Universal
No,
park or in a
I'm
Netflix
reading
activation.
that they're not.
Oh, it's a Chinese brand. It's the Wanda Group.
I'm reading that Legendary is not owned by Warner Brothers. That they're separate companies, but they have
No, it's
a long
Wanda. It's
history
Wa-
partnership.
It's Wanda and Apollo. It's two different groups.
But Warner Brothers owns the film rights and all that stuff to the MonsterVerse because they made
okay.
those movies
Sure,
with
sure.
Legendary. So
Which I'm pretty sure Warner Brothers TV, don't quote me on it, but I'm pretty sure they've done other like Apple TV things like Ted Lasso. So I don't think that Monarch being an Apple TV thing, which I do believe has a season 2 coming.
It is Warner Brothers. It is Warner Brothers who
I'm so
it
good.
would be so interesting to see a Godzilla attraction.
my
you
guy,
imagine? But
Japan is about to Japan's park. Oh
Universal
my
Japan,
lord,
think-
if that deal
think
goes,
it-
if
Spencer,
that does happen,
that's
it's
immediate.
all gotta be like those camera angles from 2014 Godzilla, where it's just like it makes you feel so small.
just
you know,
smoke
like
and
The
spikes
thing,
going by.
the thing
like,
that's so fucking. I know that movie gets a lot of shit. But
Oh, I
the
love
thing
that
that's
movie.
so good. Like the cinematography in that movie.
Which one?
Is insane.
Godzilla
in Godzilla
2014.
That movie kicks ass. Who the fuck is shitting on 2014?
people don't
People,
like it
people
online.
crap on it, but like.
uh,
Oh man, that scene, there's an airport scene where the camera pans and people are looking through the glass of the airport, and then a flare like goes up and you see his leg taking up the
Yeah,
entire
that's what I'm saying,
shot.
like, if you
it's
build-
like so good.
the same way they
No,
did
the whole
Skull
ride.
Island with just the bust of the Kong. If you did like just pieces of Godzilla in rooms,
as you're
Yeah.
going through,
Oh,
and
it's
then you
so
finally
cool.
get to
That'd
see
be wild.
him. The
well, they just
last
got
scene is,
goosies.
dude. The last scene.
That'd be
The
so
last scene
wild,
is.
dude.
The last scene is you're like escaping a building that he's tearing down. You're going through the city. You see a piece, and the finale is like the
head.
head sculpt, and he does the blacks.
I was gonna
and
say he does
makes-
the atomic
and
breath.
makes a way for you to get out, dude. I'll fly to Japan. I'm getting my
I'll
flight
go.
tomorrow.
I'll
Like,
go.
that-
And then Millie Bobby Brown's at the end because she's in those movies for some reason.
and Netflix loves her.
the dirtier, the better. Sorry,
Yeah.
have you guys seen her carrot thing where she's like eating? She's eating carrots and she's like, yes, the dirtier, the better. And she literally just looks just like Wallace from Wallace and Gromit. Like her
but
teeth
that's
and
amazing.
everything looks identical. No, it's a meme. It's literally like it's like she does the Wallace face. And it's like, okay.
Oh, like when he's eating cheese? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Cheese,
She's
Gromit cheese.
who owns that? Are we gonna get? Can we get Wallace?
Yeah, who
Aardman,
owns
but I
that
don't know.
property?
They were doing some deal with Aardman was doing some work with someone else, and I can't remember what it was. Oh, it was Nintendo and Aardman are like working together on something.
Could you imagine like a chicken run ride?
Oh,
We had
God.
that. We had that in Hollywood.
Yeah.
What?
That was the
Really?
House of Horrors when it first opened.
It
It
was a
was
chicken run
it was a
walkthrough.
chicken run
No
walk.
way. Was
No,
it
it
really?
Look it up.
I
was,
never,
yeah.
I
Look
never
it up.
went to it before.
Look
it was
it
House
up.
of Horrors.
Yeah.
Look it up.
That's
Look it up. It was a
wild.
chicken. Its first iteration was a chicken run
That's
walkthrough.
insane. I never
Yeah.
went to it before it was House of Horrors. That's wild.
Just MonsterVerse DC, like
Bring
there's,
it back.
There's so much they're inheriting, and nothing. Obviously top of the dome. Like I'm not getting everything else, but like if this goes
Wait.
through, and if this is real, and they want to work with Universal, holy hell! Like there's so much there.
By the way, we're opening dairy. Fuck you.
All of Stephen King, brother, is like WB. Like he
Except
pretty
for
much
Running
works
Man.
exclusively with WB. Oh, true. Except for
Which is Paramount.
that's true. But you
So
get
if
like
the Allison
Castle
get it-
Sleep, The
And Castle Rock,
Shining.
that's a Hulu show,
Warner Bros. I'm just looking.
which
I'm not
is a
looking at
good
other
show.
ones.
I will defend it.
Yeah, there's.
Oh, also, Harry Potter is Warner Brothers.
Oh yeah,
I'm not Harry Potter. Lord of the Rings is Warner Brothers.
Oh, fuck.
That's been heavily rumored for UK.
Yep,
Oh shit.
That could make sense.
that is
Universal
theirs.
UK with an entire Shire built out.
And that's already been rumored, but if they can, yeah, they're gonna. And
Could you
that's all
imagine?
Netflix profits. If they
That's-
they're buying WB theoretically, and all of
Yeah.
this goes to shit if Paramount wins this bid. All of this is for naught.
Okay,
And
so one
instead,
thing is
we're
like if
screwed.
let's play with the alternative because I wanted to ask you guys this, so
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought it that way. If Paramount wins the bid somehow, again, an agreement's been reached, but they're trying to do a hostile takeover, take over the entire company. If in some crazy scenario that the Netflix thing drops out, something happens and it fizzles, and then they end up going with Paramount, do they do anything with this? Like, are they going to do any of that level of experiential stuff. We don't even really know if Netflix is going to. We have to assume that they will because
based on the reporting,
based on the reporting and the conversations that seem to be happening. But
Paramount's tried theme parks.
I was going to say,
that.
Great America in Chicago and in the Bay Area were Paramount parks when they opened.
So
The
was
posters were top-notch.
Kings Island.
Yeah,
most
that's
of the
right.
reporting that we've been seeing is like it feels like they want this because they want all of it, because they want the journalism side. They want
the
CNN,
TV, the
which
news.
like whatever your feelings on that are valid, but like they want it all, which tells me that, and Netflix only wants the entertainment side of it. Same
Right.
thing like Disney and Fox. They didn't want any of the journalism. They didn't want the sports, nothing. So to me, it's like, and it's the same thing as Disney, right? Disney wanted the IPs. They wanted the they wanted the X-Men, right?
Yeah.
They wanted the fucking X-Men.
Yeah.
They wanted Fantastic.
They wanted Avatar.
Yeah, they wanted Avatar. Like, so I feel like Netflix's interest in it, obviously Disney is different because they had pre-existing parks and everything, but like Netflix's interest in Warner Brothers is not dissimilar to how Disney was interested in Fox.
Right.
But to me, Paramount feels different. That feels like less of an IP motivation and more of like they're interested in, other things, whether it be the streaming or the just owning HBO or the journalism side of it. Again, don't want to get too political, but like that's what it kind of feels like to me. I don't see them doing as much with that on an experiential level. Personally.
No, I'd be surprised if that was in any of their motivation. I mean, when's the last time Paramount's had anything? I mean, they did farm out Star Trek to Universal, I guess, so there is a relationship there.
Sure.
But yeah, I don't
they
know.
They also have game studios that are making Star Trek games.
That's true. Yeah.
But
for the one on YouTube
Amazon
all the time,
does the same thing.
game.
There's an Expanse game now, so like Amazon's in the similar vein.
That's true.
I don't. Yeah. I mean, would Paramount want the rights for Potter back?
The theme parks? No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think they would. No.
If Paramount tries to get this deal up, does Netflix try to find something to get Universal to give some finance, some capital alongside it?
But why would they want Harry Potter back when they could stand to make so much money off of that?
Yeah, I mean, they must have a good deal with Universal because they keep building on it.
Right.
Yeah, but I don't think Universal saw this coming.
No, I think Universal wanted to buy Warner Brothers.
I think they wanted to buy Warner. I think that they were heavily interested, in my personal opinion.
Well, that was speculated from the minute Zaslav took over WB Discovery, was that he was going to sell them to Comcast.
Right. Yeah, we shouldn't even say Universal. We should say Comcast. But like,
I don't know. Does Comcast even have the capital?
No, and that's why they're not in this section. Yeah. They got quickly outbid, and no one saw Netflix coming. It was kind of always, until it was reported that Netflix was interested, it was like, it was going to be Universal or Paramount. Mainly Universal, because where does Paramount get this money? Like, the Saudis, okay.
Or Trump axes this whole thing, and this all falls through, and nothing changes.
It would be also the most ringing on hollow or deaf ears if this current political climate suddenly cared about antitrust and like ethical business would be insane.
It's not us.
They would if it means money. They would.
Yeah.
And they're not morally. They're not ideologically based. They are purely financially based. So if it means they get control and they get more money out of it, all of a sudden they're going to be fucking Teddy Roosevelt.
Yeah. And look, I mean, this is not to say that we support or, like conglomerates buying conglomerates. Like,
no,
obviously,
as a whole, this is probably bad for the world.
This is stupid. This is horrible.
Has some insane, and I mean, I felt the same way about when Disney bought Fox, and it just became part of the world that we live in, or whatever. Like, in film school, we always learned about the big studios that have always been around. Those big studios, you can count them on one hand.
Yeah, Warner Brothers, 20th Century, Disney,
right, and then two of them combined. And it was shell shock. It was shocking to say the least when it happened. But the world carried on, and it is what it is. And it's like, not that we agree with it, but I feel like being in the industry that we're in, we kind of got to look for some positive in it, because at the end of the day, three schmucks like us are not going to change what happens between two massive conglomerates.
No.
So, it's.
I will say that
I have to look for the value in what this could bring.
The big difference here, from Disney Fox, is that Disney was a legacy studio buying a legacy studio.
Sure.
This is a streamer buying a legacy studio.
Yeah.
This is basically the end
of the
legacy
studio. Yeah,
like they might still operate it, but it would become a arm of Netflix, right?
Yeah.
Like Disney still, for all their faults, does run like Fox Searchlight. I think it's called Searchlight now.
Well,
they still
Searchlight is essentially just the Hulu port, right? It's just the Fox straight.
No,
to Hulu.
but they're still making indie movies.
It's their awards. It's their awards.
So like,
essentially.
But all that to say, I guess Disney still had the intention to operate as a film studio, whereas besides all of the possible excitement of Netflix, sending out the IPs, do they have an interest in the theatrical experience that's not their Netflix branded theaters that we've all thought about? Like, I don't know.
Fox Searchlight was essentially was always kind of the the more indie artsy arm of Warner Brothers, but after the acquisition, I think that it essentially became like, these are our indie movies and these are also our Hulu originals. That's Searchlight. I mean, and then you had, isn't Prey a Searchlight movie, and that was a Hulu original or something like that? There's been a few of them. I don't know.
Prey might be Searchlight.
I don't know if Prey is one.
Yeah, Prey might be. Because Prey was really low budget.
You'll see that there's a few of those where it's like, it's a Searchlight production, but it went straight to Hulu. It's Hulu.
I'll tell you right now.
So I feel like Warner Brothers, their Water Tower sub brand is going to be.
Oh no, it's not Search, but it was 20th Century.
Oh, I must be thinking of something else. I feel like their Water Tower sub brand, whatever it's called, is essentially going to become that, and HBO will be a button in Netflix or whatever down the line. Because I mean, shit, they've never been able to have they've never had a sense of identity with the Max thing, so
they bailed on that. Yeah,
7 different times they've changed that, so I don't foresee, if this happens and it all goes through, I wouldn't be surprised if they pull the same Disney Hulu situation and just eventually
HBO Max would be absorbed. It would just be an HBO button in Netflix. 100%. Yeah, your home box office button. Yeah, literally. Yes.
Yeah.
And they may just do Netflix may just do theatrical movies, like a Stranger Things movie or something, and just do it under Warner Brothers label. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I would imagine they are trying to find the maximum.
The finale is getting a theatrical release.
It is,
to me, which is so stupid because we're not getting a full theatrical release of Frankenstein, J. Kelly.
We got a really minor release of Frankenstein. It was only it was here, but I didn't see it.
That's what I'm saying.
Or something,
that's what I'm saying. For all they had to do their Oscar qualifying, so they did their two window run, and then they didn't do anything. But they're doing a regular AMC full run for Stranger Things. It's so stupid in my opinion. I'm like, why?
Because it's already made its money back on the streaming. They knew it would, and they know people will pay to go see it, so they don't care.
Yeah. There's Frankenstein was a 2.5 hour plus, classical rendition of the book, and not have heavy horror slop.
Right.
It was a bit more artsy.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Does that wrap up our convo?
I think so. Hey, one way or another, some big company is going to come and buy it.
Sure.
That's the theme of today's episode.
What about
Spencer,
our cool thing?
Spencer.
Cool thing of the week.
Cool.
I know we skipped it the last couple times because we've had other conversations going. In the last week, nothing. However, 3 weeks ago, I went to Portland with Nicole. She just wanted to go celebrate a new job she got, and so we,
congratulations!
Did some shopping and ate some food, and we went to this s'mores place, in the middle of the downtown of the city, but it's themed to a log cabin. And so inside it's like lit by lanterns and there's like trees and stuff, and they're like have a butane torch and they're just cooking the s'mores in front of you. So you order like a Reese's or a white chocolate or whatever s'more, and like I was like, this is like immersive campfire. They're like, but it's like a little counter, like a cookie shop. I was like, this is fun.
Yeah.
So it wasn't anything like, groundbreaking, but I like when restaurants or merchant or retail like goes the extra mile to add a sense of place. Because like it's nostalgic, you're like, oh, there's national park posters on the wall of this log cabin and we're lighting s'mores and like, this is fun. So I enjoyed that. It was minor, but it was fun.
Hell yeah. Toby, what about you?
I was gonna talk about the Chargers game I went to, but like I really don't want to. Everything else I saw was really cool. I didn't know came out. No, we won. So SoFi's cool, but my God, like the difficulty that the way the city in that area just completely collapses when that is a sold out stadium.
Oh sure.
I'm like, all I could think about is like, man, this is not ready for a World Cup.
God.
Oh yeah, because the opening game of the men's national team, the U.S. team, is in SoFi.
Really?
Yeah, and it's against Paraguay, which is hilarious because Noah's been getting head up by everybody. So funny. I don't. Beautiful place, fun things. Cosmos right there. It's just like logistically a fucking.
Oh yeah,
nightmare.
can you watch the games at the Cosm?
Yeah, it's right next door.
Yeah,
it's right next door. But I'm thinking World Cup. It's like that. Inglewood's gonna die.
For sure.
But no, actually, I saw this thing that I didn't know existed. It was from last year. Apparently, Disney released this. Only 3,000 of them. It was this full, like this big, giant Star Tours Star Speeder. But cool thing about it was no. The crazy thing was, it had a built-in LCD screen, and it had light effects that with ride footage built in, and light effects inside the vehicle that would coordinate with the LCD screen.
That's so sick.
And it was $300, so it was not cheap, but I cannot believe I missed that. Look it up. It's like
that's like right up what the things we collect. What the hell,
dude? And no, it's like you can open it up. Everything opens like the ride vehicle does, and you can open the top. The seatbelts even buckle, and then you can just turn it on, and you have Star Tours with lighting, pre-show, and everything going on in your house. I was like, why did you only make 3,000 of these? I would save up money and buy this thing tomorrow. Like that is the coolest fucking ride vehicle thing of all. I think like look up like D23 Star Speeder 3000 or something.
Yeah, Star Speeder 1000.
3000, I think it was the one. Oh, maybe I don't know which one it was. It was.
Yeah, this is it's called Star Speeder 1000, and it came with a Rex and a C-3PO. Yeah. This thing is fucking sweet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn. I want this.
Isn't it so cool? Like the fact that it has a screen built in.
That's fucking awesome. I'm so.
And they only made 3,000 of them.
Yeah, it's all over eBay though. I'm buying that shit. There's no way I'm not.
Isn't it one of the coolest fucking things? You're like,
that's an awesome
the fact
idea.
that like, dude, the fact that the inside of it like lights up.
Dude, those little Tomikas I got from Disney Sea, when the fact that the Doom buggy opens and closes brings me so much joy during the day. Whenever I see it, dude, I'm gonna close it.
If I had this thing, I would just be sitting at my house watching the Star Tours ride.
Yeah. I don't even like Star Tours, but I want
me
that.
Me neither.
Yeah.
It's awesome. I'm like, God damn it, Disney!
That's so fun.
Make more of these. Make more. This is awesome. I want really. If they sold more like really detailed ride vehicles, I would pay for them.
Japan knows
seconds.
What's up with merch, dude. Yeah. Japan knows what's up. If Universal gave me the wooden freaking loading station of Monsters Unchained with the little arm, I'd spend a stupid amount of money on that.
Lego, do it. I mean, you already partnered with Disney for the freaking castle. Now do it for like rides.
I would pay a stupid amount of money.
I would go bankrupt. It's like, hey, by the way, we built the Tower of Terror.
Done. Here's my money.
And the elevators work. You can actually crank them when they go up and down.
Oh my god.
Done. How much is it? 500. Take my money. I don't care.
It.
So yeah, that's my cool thing. I cannot believe I missed that drop. I want it so bad. Anyway.
And you went to SoFi Stadium. Okay. Lane.
Yeah.
So I do have a correction to make from last week when, Spencer, you asked me about the Denver Christkindl Market. I said that it is in the Civic Center Park between Colorado's state capitol and the Denver City Hall. Apparently it moved this year. It is no longer there. It's always been there, but now it is at the Aurora campus, which is next door to the Metropolitan State University here in Denver. I still intend on going, but in case you're out there and you're listening in Colorado, you happen to be around here and you wanted to go, it has moved. It's no longer at the state capitol, so just so you know. That's my correction from last week. One thing that I really wanted to do this year, because I didn't get to do it last year, but apparently it's fucking sold out. So the Colorado Railroad Museum, located in Golden, Colorado, which if you're not from around here, you would recognize it as the place where Coors is brewed.
Oh, fine. Okay.
But it is right in the foothills outside of Denver, Golden, Colorado. That is where the Colorado Railroad Museum is, and every year they do an immersive Polar Express train ride.
What?
Yeah, so I've
is
wanted
it
to
even
do
with
this.
the gross CGI kids?
No.
Okay.
I think people play the kids or something, but
okay.
Apparently
I want the CGI kids.
Apparently,
what does that one character say? He's like, "Have you ever seen Santa Claus?" The kid with the glasses.
Yeah. Oh wait, one quick thing before to interrupt you. Sorry, at the Chargers game, Ryan Bergara was there, and he kept on showing up on screen. And every time he showed up, I was losing my mind, and no one understood why. But I was like, "Yes, I love you, dude." Like
Love
I was
Ryan
like, the FYA pod guy was there on screen at a Chargers game, and that is a celebrity I lose my mind over.
That's what it's
nothing
all
else.
about.
He was there. Sorry, I'm done. Continue.
So the Polar Express train ride, apparently tickets went on sale this year on like September 30th. So I just absolutely was knee deep in Halloween at that time, and I didn't even know that they had gone on sale. So it's apparently sold out. I'll keep looking on their Facebook page. Maybe something will open up. But so Colorado Railroad Museum does it's called the Polar Express train ride, and I don't know how long they've done this, but it's been for a few years now, at least, ever since I've been around here. And it's a 3-part theatrical extravaganza that combines live performance, immersive storytelling, and a journey aboard an authentic steam-powered train. Because it's the Railroad Museum. So you actually get to ride on a real train. They sing the hot chocolate song and give you hot chocolate and cookies, and then they actually take you out with elves and do the first gift of Christmas and all that.
Hell yeah.
Which absolutely sounds nuts, and I've always wanted to do it, so I'm really sad that it's sold out. But in case you are around Colorado and have tickets to it, man, I hope you enjoy that, because I want it to go so bad. But it is what it is.
Get this man tickets, Polar Express. He works in the theme park industry.
But I think that's going to wrap it up for our cool stuff of the week. So without further ado, thank you all, one and all, for joining us for another episode of Fully Immersed, as we talk about the powers that be in the entertainment industry, whether that's a good thing or perhaps a world-altering scary
thing. Yeah.
If you're listening to us on YouTube, thanks for joining. Hit that thumbs up and subscribe. That way you can keep up to date with us. We're posting shorts, all that sort of fun stuff. We are at Fully Immersed Pod on YouTube, as well as TikTok and Instagram. Make sure to give us a follow. And if you are listening to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, any other podcasting app, go ahead and give us 5 stars, 5 middle fingers, whatever that app allows you to do. Go ahead and do that so that we can keep popping up to the top of your silly little podcast algorithm. For Fully Immersed, I'm Lane Calder, joined once again by Tobias Lerman-Matante and Spencer Bennett. We will see you all next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.